Hey there everyone, this is Michael Dougal, the Nootropic Reviewer, and in this video today I'm doing a side-by-side comparison of Ashwagandha and Fadogia Agrestis. Ashwagandha I've been using over 7 years, Fadogia Agrestis about 6 months. But really what I want to share with you is that these are two very different nootropic supplements, but I would look at Ashwagandha more around improving productivity and cognition, and I would look at Fadogia Agrestis more so for improving testosterone level. Especially if you're somebody that's looking at testosterone replacement therapy and you're looking for some sort of natural alternatives. And I've been on CRT in the past and wow, you can feel the effects, and I found really good results with Fadogia Agrestis, not so much with Ashwagandha. And there's so many nootropic supplements that I've wasted money on thinking they were going to boost my testosterone levels, like ZMA, like maca, like D-aspartic acid, but Fadogia Agrestis is definitely better. Whereas Ashwagandha, not so great when it comes to boosting testosterone levels, but there is a new study that was published, and in the study effect of Ashwagandha on sexual performance in adult males, they gave 300 milligrams of Ashwagandha daily to 50 participants with lower sexual desire versus a placebo, and this took place for 8 weeks. And then at the end of the study, not only did subjectively the 50 participants mention the fact that Ashwagandha was working, but also serum testosterone levels were measured and there was a benefit with the group that was ingesting Ashwagandha. Looking at the survey here, ranking a number of nootropics and their effects with anxiety, Ashwagandha ranked as one of the best nootropics at decreasing anxiety levels, whereas Fadogia Agrestis, some people mention that it causes anxiety. One of the reasons why Ashwagandha is very popular is for reducing cortisol levels, because when you have chronically high cortisol levels, a lot of negative reactions occur in your body, such as weight gain, brain fog, and decreased sleep quality. The only other supplement out there which can significantly reduce cortisol levels is phosphatidylserine, which I've talked about in this video over here, and we can see some of the benefits listed with Ashwagandha on examine.com, where they've listed sleep quality, stress, fatigue symptoms, motivation, that one I'm not so sure about, social functioning, and yes, it's helped me to achieve a level of calmness, but I don't think it's made me more motivated, made me a better thinker, planner, or a complex solver. But if you're somebody that needs to just get motivated, you may want to stay away from Ashwagandha, because it's a supplement that has really negative demotivational effects for most people. So the way you can tweak that is using Ashwagandha along with another nootropic supplement that can boost motivation levels. And Fadogia Agrestis is getting a lot of attention specifically because of its mentioning on Andrew Huberman's podcast.
600 milligrams of Fadogia will work to increase testosterone by way of luteinizing hormone and freeing up testosterone.
And Fadogia Agrestis is a Nigerian shrub, and the category of supplements you would put it under are supplements that can boost testosterone levels. I like the fact that Fadogia Agrestis is naturally occurring. However, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a safe supplement. In fact, there's very limited human studies out there. The main research that we have out there is done on rats or other animals, but there are anecdotes out there online. People reporting that they feel more intensity at the gym, they feel increased aggression, and the blood work shown afterwards did show like a 200-point increase. However, these individuals probably had lower testosterone levels, which is why they saw a benefit. Like when I had low testosterone, trust me that everything worked. And it's been my experience from using a lot of natural testosterone boosting supplements, they're more likely to work if you're somebody with medium to low testosterone levels. So what's really great about Fadogia Agrestis is that people do not consider the fact that there are benefits outside of boosting testosterone levels. Some of these benefits include clearing up your skin, there's antioxidant benefits, anti-aging benefits, and there's the odd couple of experiences you can read about where people have mentioned that Fadogia Agrestis helped to lift their depression. And Fadogia Agrestis may not help the traditional way with your neurotransmitters and helping you boost your serotonin levels, but it may just be such that it did boost their testosterone levels, and we know that there is a correlation between that and your mood. What I like about Fadogia Agrestis is that it doesn't seem to be a supplement that you need to take every single day. Common ways of taking it are 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off, which makes me feel more comfortable because I would be fearful about taking this every single day, knowing that there could be potential long-term side effects. With Ashwagandha, not too much of a concern as there's a number of studies out there. Because something that has made this supplement very controversial is the potential toxicity shown in these studies. In this study here, they demonstrated that kidney damage could be associated to taking higher doses of Fadogia Agrestis. And then here's a follow-up study done in 2008, and what they found was after giving Fadogia Agrestis to rats over the course of about a month, and the rat testicles measured larger and there were signs of possible toxic damage, which in theory could potentially mean that Fadogia Agrestis could lead to infertility. However, in the studies, first they were done on animals, and second was they were using very high doses. The form that I'm currently taking of Fadogia Agrestis is from Sigma. Each serving size is 300 milligrams. That's for 2 capsules, and the way that I'm taking this product is 1 month on followed by 1 month off. And for me, I'm seeing pretty good gains and found that I'm actually overthinking a lot less, which is a nice added benefit with Fadogia Agrestis. I would put it up there with Tonkat Ali, but for me personally, I saw better results with strength and muscle improvement taking Tonkat Ali over Fadogia Agrestis. A really nice surprise about Ashwagandha is the fact that you don't really need to cycle it. Of course, you can do something like 2 months on followed by 2 weeks off, but I'm taking this about 330 days of the year, feeling good and still feeling like the same effect that it gave me from day one. Around dosing, there are some similarities between both products. For instance, it doesn't matter whether you take them in a fed state or a fasted state, and I've also found that it doesn't matter if you use Ashwagandha first thing in the morning or late at night. And similar with Fadogia Agrestis, they're not stimulatory, they won't keep you up. As a matter of fact, a lot of people ingest ashwagandha before going to sleep because it helps them get more restful sleep. Like this study showed with a particular extract of ashwagandha called Shodan that it did help to improve sleep quality. And with Fadogia Agrestis, I've used it many times before sleep and it hasn't disturbed my sleep whatsoever. If you were to ask how to take ashwagandha, it has a fairly long half-life, so the way you're going to see the best results is by taking ashwagandha twice a day, something like once at 10 a.m. and then again at 6 p.m. by really spacing them out apart. But for some individuals like myself, like I'm very sensitive to ashwagandha, I can feel it instantly, so I decided to switch up my dosage to take it once at 2 o'clock and once at 6 o'clock, and that's still okay. Just 2 doses a day is better than 1. There are some people out there that prefer taking their ashwagandha first thing in the morning, but I personally wouldn't, because first thing in the morning, I want to take supplements that are only going to improve my motivation and improve my energy levels so I can have a great workout. And I'm taking 300 milligrams of this particular extract of ashwagandha called KSM66. This form is great because it's not too stimulating and it's not too relaxing. If you're going to get the capsule form, you most commonly find ashwagandha in 500 milligram capsules, and that's a good place to start, taking 500 milligrams once a day, and you find what works best for you as far as when to take it. Don't overthink it because you're going to see results either way. And yes, the number one side effect with ashwagandha is demotivation, but something to be mindful of is ashwagandha can do some funny things to your thyroid levels. Most commonly, it can increase thyroid function, and I'm somebody that does take Cytomel at 50 micrograms per day because I had hypothyroidism in the past. So if you're in that process of not sure if your thyroid health is okay and you're monitoring every 6 months, then I wouldn't touch ashwagandha just yet until you have your thyroid function working properly. And then of course, like every nootropic supplement out there, you will read about the odd negative side effect with ashwagandha, such as hair loss. Some people mentioning that ashwagandha can cause acne. I wouldn't really pay too much attention to this because it's just that there's so many people who have taken it that of course we're going to have the few people that didn't react so positively. And the way you're most often going to come across Fadogia Agrestis as a nootropic supplement is in capsules of 600 milligrams per serving. Sometimes you'll find it at 450 milligrams per serving. And the recommended dosage with Fadogia Agrestis is similar to one of the control groups in the rat study. The control group taking the least amount of Fadogia Agrestis was taking 18 milligrams per kilogram of body weight. I would still take something a bit more conservative at like 15 milligrams per kilogram of body weight. So a 175-pound individual would take something like 1200 milligrams of Fadogia Agrestis, which is 600 milligrams twice a day, but work up to that dose. Start off with smaller dose at the beginning because people have very different reactions. Some people say it's great, some people say they don't notice anything, some people say they experience side effects. You can always take a capsule, break it in half, and save the rest for later. But of the 2 nootropic supplements, I would definitely go with ashwagandha. It's safer, it's healthier, it helps me to be productive, helps me to enjoy my level of well-being. With Fadogia Agrestis, maybe good for libido and testosterone levels, but I can get that same benefit with Tongkat Ali, and Tongkat Ali does have a good number of studies that are making me a lot more comfortable taking it long-term. And if you want to know more about Tongkat Ali, I've talked about it in this video over here. And if you did get value from this, share it, subscribe, drop a like, comment below, and if you'd like to chat with me one-on-one, you can do so on Patreon or you can do it on Instagram DMs. And be sure to visit our Discord server, which has a 24/7 chat room. We're answering questions in a time-sensitive fashion and having a lot of fun, and I look forward to seeing you all next time.